making an extra quiz for us.
Yes, by all means, remind me to print it out for you before you leave, so that way you have a copy to study.
I've got one quick question.
Yes, sir.
Why would we want to remind you to print off a quiz for us?
To print out the quiz? And I think you were doing the notes, right?
Yeah, but I was joking with him because I said to remind me to print out the quiz to give to you, so that way you can study the quiz overnight and take it tomorrow.
Yeah, can you please?
No, I'm not going to do that. So what's perpendicular to a negative 1/4? 4.
Was that-
4! Grab the golf club.
T4. T4.
And then our points were, I forgot, -1 and -7. So we get back to our regular, good old-fashioned point slope form at this
Y
point.
minus y
Plus 7.
equals mx.
And you were right. You're right. I was just rewriting it out one more time because Lord knows we could all use a little extra practice in writing things out, so it kind of helps the memory.
Y plus 7 equals x minus 1
Oh.
plus 1
Where'd the plus 7 and plus 1 come from?
from the point.
Yeah. Remember, guys, I'm going to start rewriting a lot of these things pretty much from here on out. I think Stora can attest this, that we don't need to rewrite that stuff.
Mr. Murphy, can I finish it?
Sure. What do you got, Whiskey?
Oh,
Oh, do you want to go up and finish it?
yeah.
Go.
You might as well.
Oh, Lofthouse stole my other marker.
What? He's always doing that.
And I saw it. It's on his desk in the office.
Go get it.
So take back what's yours.
You can move the page up.
That's a good work on that.
X.
Plus 4 minus 7.
Very good, very good. So, let me slide this up a little bit here.
It's like I'm the man.
All right, now we're showboating.
That's the man.
Do you want to arm rest again? Arm wrestle again? Oh, he.
So when was the first robbery?
So, Whiskey did everything absolutely perfect. What I really liked about what he did,
The arrows.
the arrows.
Those are
The arrows, guys, the arrows, that helps out tremendously because that means you're telling yourself, hey, knucklehead, you're going to multiply twice. Yeah, you are. So you're just giving yourself a friendly reminder. Yes, ma'am. What do you mean?
Like, we have to find the slope and we have to plug it in.
We do that for all of them.
We go through those 3 steps every time. What is the original slope? Then find the parallel or perpendicular.
It's
slope.
like long.
Yeah.
The reason why this one was longer because what I did here is there was 2 ways to get y by itself. So I just showed you guys the other way you could have done it because you had a GCF. You don't have to do that way. That's the only reason why we did it. This is why this problem did seem like it was longer because we're just showing another way to set for the generic setup. There actually is a 3rd way too that I'm not even bother showing at this point.
Oh, wait, what's the other one?
And problem 18, was that the one that you asked about at the beginning? In problem 18, that equation was already in slope-intercept form, and so that was the problem here, was that we had an equation that wasn't in slope-intercept form, so we had to do all that, get the y by itself, before we can go through the steps of what the original slope
Let's
is.
do X squared in parentheses. X squared.
What is the 3rd way?
Doing it out of standard form.
What is out of standard form?
I'll show you. I'll show you later. I'll show you.
Jude. You're a funny guy.
It's not even clever.
Actually, just take it coils. Wait. What the hell are you doing? Nothing.
All right. So let's do the same thing here, guys. Ooh. Let somebody else answer for a second. Somebody else answer for a second. So as you go through, we have ourselves the good old-fashioned perpendicular problem again. And in this case, again, guys, it is not written in that slope-intercept form. So let's take a second and let's identify the ways that we can do that.
Everybody, raise your hand.
It's in my pocket.
Boy.
I'm trying to block Jessica though, because it's kind of funny, because she's trying to look around me, it's kind of annoying her.
Jacob, negative 2x divided by negative 2x.
It's 2x minus 5.
Right?
This is -5 here, yeah.
Negative 2.
Okay, everyone should be trying this one on their own.
That's supposed to be a positive.
If you don't have the equation in slope-intercept form, that's your first step.
Has to be.
What's the A?
Because I
What's the B?
5.
So subtract 2x.
So you add 5, you add 5, subtract, add 5, divided by 5.
So isn't the thing way faster than?
Oh, you subtract negative 2. Sorry.
Yeah, so you want to
We use it now too for other methods.
Could I try it?
Go right there. Or type it, or where's your cardboard? Gentlemen, what do we got?
I have a question.
There's always paper in the back one by the paper sharpener. I always carry extra papers and stuff like that, so help yourself whenever you need it.
So why is negative so that by assuming negative?
This is negative 2x, and y is negative, so what's negative divided by negative? There you go. This was negative, this was negative, this will be. No, this was negative. They're all negatives. Because this was 2x minus 5, so it would be negative 5y divided by negative, so it becomes negative 10 divided by negative 5 is. But then you have negative divided by negative. So watch yourself. It will be, but it's supposed to be positive. You get negative 2 divided by negative 5. So let's see how we started out here. As we start this one out, in order to get y by itself, the first thing we're going to do is move x. So how do we move it? Good. Now, one thing that I know for certain that happens quite often, when you guys rewrite the next step, sometimes you forget that the negative sign was in front of the 5y. Be careful. Just make sure you rewrite the negative. Now, can you put the negative 2x behind the negative 10? That's fine, but it's always easier to get it into our good old-fashioned slope-intercept form, which is our y equals mx plus b, because it's a little bit less work later, because it's so simple for you guys to, if there's a lot of negatives, it's very easy for you guys to make a silly bonehead mistake. Now to undo that multiply by negative 5, what do you do?
Divided by 5 on each side.
Negative 5.
Jacob,
And now when we divide by negative 5, everything gets divided by negative 5. They're not all even, are they? Yeah, it won't work out. So this becomes a 1. What's a negative divided by a negative? So you just rewrite it as positive. So your answer for your original slope then would be positive 2/5. All right? What's perpendicular?
-5 over 2.
Very good. -5/2 is the perpendicular slope, then to 2/5. Remember, change flip. And I forgot what the ordered pair was to start with. 4, -5.
Like for like the new slope, like here's the slope there, where -5. You have to go over to.
Yes, because the original slope is 2/5. So when you flip it, it becomes the reciprocal of 2/5 is 5/2. And then you change the sign of it.
Oh, okay.
The only time that what you're thinking is if it was like 1/5,
Yeah.
and then when I flip it, then that would be 5/1. Use your point slope then. Y plus 5 is -5/2 x minus 4. Again, you wind up with fractions that are very easy to work with. When you multiply these together, yeah, whiskey.
Distribute.
Very good. When you multiply it as we distribute through, be careful. Negative times negative is? All right, what's negative, or what's 5 times 4?
20 over 2.
So this is 20/2, otherwise known as
10.
10.
The -5 on each side.
Very good. Subtract the 5 and you're all done.
Y equals 5 -5 squared x plus 5. Hey, Mr. Murphy,
Yes.
I need your help.
Can I write another one on the board first?
Yeah.
Now that I've walked over.
I'm talking about the third.
Oh, what?
I'm trying to figure out the third one.
The third one? Oh, that is, remember, I just showed you the third one. 2A.
Yeah, I know.
Here's another one.
One second, just get up here, right there, bud.
Bones, you're late.
Morning, sir. Oh, that's right. So what happens then in algebra 2, I do the equation. The right hand side the x-intercept with y equals 0. What's the force? Your x-intercept is at 4. So what you can do is that you know your x-intercept is at 4. The other one's at 3. And then at 3, you can draw your line switch. Like that's the big magic standard for. Because we did this what we call covered solve. That's all. That's really the only reason we still use it. And what you're doing out of this one, your slope here will be opposite of A over B, so you can make it 3 points and 4. Does that make sense?
Here we go.
Opposite of
Yeah.
Always be the slope. Well, we might be able to read this.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Okay, calm down.
Wow. So mean. So, all right, so we have our originals. We moved We move the negative 9 over, divided by 3, so we have a negative 3x plus 8/3. Who cares about that 8/3? We're not graphing it, so it doesn't matter. We have our original slope then of negative 3. It's parallel. Parallel slopes are always the same, so it's another negative 3. Then you walked over here and used point slope form. Y plus y minus the negative 4 was always rewritten as y plus 4. Negative 3 times the quantity of the x plus 1 because it was minus and negative again. Distribute through negative 3, yep, and subtract 4, and voila. It's mathemagical. Okay. Nicely done, nicely done.
Can you put that one up?
One more.
Consider that I got
Is it getting easier now?
every single one. I'm like, I know. When you don't enjoy something, you're going to try.
Last one.
But when you have to,
Last one like this.
like
And then I'm going to give you guys a few for this evening. Got to make sure I have the right
really good.
setup here.
Mr. Murphy, I think I'll figure out the slope.
For this one?
That's why you're good at it. I said, watch your back. I know I know what I said.
Let's see. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I get the.
I know.
No, I'll be right there. Give me one.
It's hard.
You don't have to keep your arm up. Besides, it's starting to smell.
I know. I want to.
Well, the wind is blowing that way, so I don't have to worry about it.
I know.
Come on, this thing takes forever to load.
Just like my World War II. Okay, here you go. Yes. It's as long it's fine. It's
But I want you to start write this first.
so, you know what you
Oh, I see. I see.
You got it? Did you get it wrong?
Can I just go upstairs and do it? Be that bad?
I don't care. Go for it.
Nice. There you go. Got it. You got this.
All right, last little one here. We're gonna give you guys some problems.
There you go, Johnson.
Hey.
No.
Now, do you have to worry about it? So one You're not done yet.
Like Mr. Murphy?
That's just to get to the original slope.
Mr. Murphy?
Points.
Oh, I thought you were being.
This is 6.
You got this.
Equals -2.
Whoa, where did it go? Oh, whoa. Oh yeah, you're.
Yeah, it is. So -2.
Oh, this was. I missed the negative. Oh, this was negative here. Sorry. You're okay. Sorry. I missed it when I got negative. Okay, always yes.
Y minus 1. Actually, as a 1.
So then, Mr. Murphy, so then this is right?
You have the negative front of the two? So, as we're going through these things, this is exactly what we're supposed to do. We constantly go back, rewrite the equations, we get y by itself, we move stuff around, we identify our slopes. Now, one thing I want you to start doing is, at this point here, what's the original? What's the parallel? And then go into your stuff, okay? Just to make sure, what's that? Yeah. Because it forces you to slow down a little bit, And it forces you to make sure you don't miss a sign here or there, because it happens, okay? Homework-wise, where the homework is this evening, again, it's in the same spot. It's at the bottom of the page here. It's the 3435 para perk sheet, and I'm going to put in here right now, this is the Wednesday assignment. Apparently. And let's see, I had it open here. We got parallel, parallel. Is there no perpendicular in here? These are all parallels. Okay, so let's do this. What I'd like you to do are 2 through 12 evens, but I want you to do numbers, what would that be? Numbers 10 and 12 as perpendicular, okay? So we go 2 through 12 even, but number 10 and 12 as perpendicular. The instruction says parallel. I'd like you to do those two as perpendicular, please, okay? And I'll put that in the instruction here on the website as well. So we have, what did I say? We'll do numbers 2 through 12 even, 10, 12 as perp. All right. Also, you may have noticed I started doing this.